Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for the week of September 28th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All you have to do is subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, and you will catch me live. But Aries, let's see what is going on for you. Already dropping cards. You're the first video of the day, and I'm already about to drop some cards here. This looks amazing. Empress, the Star, are you kidding me? And the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely a very good reading for you. The Chariot, Page of Pentacles, Lovers, Knight of Cups. Wow. This is definitely a very good reading for you here, Aries. I love this. This looks amazing. I feel on one level, a lot of you could be dealing with family, or you could be like spending a lot of time with your family. You could be working on building a family, anything like that. Is all those things are popping into my head. Your overall energy for the week is the Wolf. Literally in this deck, this card represents family. So I feel like for a lot of you, you could be spending time with family this week, or your overall energy could just say that being with family or spending time with family could be just, a good thing for you. You start off with this adventure card here. I do feel like there is an element of kind of wanting to be independent, wanting to do your own thing, especially with this fire ant spirit here. That fire ant card, it's a card of community, but it is a card of like following orders. And not only that, you have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant to me can also represent following orders, meaning following someone else's life. To me, the Hierophant's a good card, but every once in a while, I feel like it can represent just like things that we blindly follow. The Hierophant, we can question things. With the Hierophant, we can say, why do I believe this? The Hierophant is more about a journey as well, because, well, number one, it flipped out with the Fool, which is a journey, but he also has these two pillars behind him, and you can actually go behind the Hierophant. The whole point of the Hierophant card is to learn, is to ascend. You are going up the 3 levels of his crown on his head. He has 3 levels, and so a lot of you, I feel like you are almost ascending in life, and it's like you could be having a graduation, but it's kind of like more independent graduation in a lot of ways. We'll talk about that more, but you're definitely going on an adventure. Some of you could be traveling. For others, the adventure card could be just an adventure in your mind. Here, you have the Empress, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is definitely, I really think this is the best reading I've done this week. I'm going backwards this week, and, well, not backwards, but I'm doing fire signs last this week, and so I've done all the other signs except for fire signs. And this is, nothing has even come close to this. The Empress, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of luck coming in for you and a lot of abundance as well. I feel that for some of you, this is just saying stay the course. Don't let anything get you off your current path. I feel like whatever you're doing right now, it's working. I feel like this is saying, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of reading here, Aries. This could be in love. This could be in business. It could be about anything, but I really feel like you need to keep pushing forward with what you're doing. On the Empress here, I do feel for some of you, you need to trust your intuition. For others, I feel like you're just like really standing out this week with this first row. I feel like you could be getting a lot of attention. You could be attracting a lot of people. I'm getting a million things here. Like I said, this is literally the best reading that I've done. Like I think this is the best reading I've ever done in some ways, but this is like the best reading I've done this week. Definitely a major turnaround for you and a lot of luck. So I like to see that. I also, I really like that there's no swords energy in this reading, because to me this looks very, like the words popping into my head is very grounded and stable. Some of you could be just like stabilizing your finances with this row here, this first diagonal. But yeah, this looks amazing. Some of you are definitely making moves here. I like this a lot. You have the fire ant next here, and what popped into my head is following orders. So I feel like for some of you, but I feel like saying you don't want to follow orders anymore. You have the fire ant, you have the Chariot, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. The Chariot, can represent like the military and things like that. So it's also popping into my head as following orders, but I feel like you want to live your own life. Page of Pentacles says, to me, the Page of Pentacles, I always say, is like having a match book, but not striking the match. It's kind of like saying, the Page of Pentacles to me says there needs to be movement. Something needs to get started, like an idea that you have or something that could be very successful. I do feel like that's the only reason why I wish there was some swords energy in this reading, because I feel like for some of you, it's like you could have a very good idea right now for like a business, for a job. Obviously here it's like something you're dreaming of. Knight of Cups over here as well. Knight of Cups is your dreams. You are dreaming of your future life. But it's like, I feel like a little bit of Swords energy would help in that. It would help in the area of ideas, if that makes sense for you. But there's definitely some major victory coming in for you here. I feel that your challenge this week, if I'm being super picky about this reading, as good as it is going to be believing in luck. Or believing that something is possible. What do you know? Coffee pot goes off. The thing that's killing me right now, Aries, is I just touched my eye, and there's an eyelash right here, right? And for some reason, this eyelash just kind of is totally distracting me, and you're not going to be able to see it on my finger, but eyelashes, did anybody ever make a wish on an eyelash? That popped into my head when I saw that eyelash in this Knight of Cups. It's almost like that you can't believe that something is possible. It's like you can't believe that wishing on an eyelash would actually work. I don't know why that's popping into my head. That's like the weirdest thing that's ever happened. But I feel that for a lot of you, this is like saying that you need to believe in the things that don't seem possible here with this Knight of Cups. We're going to talk about this row in a minute, but I can't get away from it either. So that's weird. Definitely some sort of victory here. This could also be new love coming in for you. You have pretty much everything here. It could be any sign that you're dealing with. Water stands out to me for sure. Earth stands out to me as well, and so does Aquarius. So it could be any one of those signs, but it could be any sign, just a general reading. Definitely would be new love. It's like someone wants to talk to you here. I feel like someone wants to put in the work here. I feel like you want proof with this Page of Pentacles. There's a field down here, Aries, that you can, on top of my finger there, and I feel that there's my intuitive feeling is that there are no seeds in that field. I feel like this is saying if someone new is coming in, I feel like you're like, okay, great, but like plant some seeds. So I feel like you want this person to prove it. I feel like some of you are definitely moving towards new love. I get like a major rebirth vibe from this reading as well. So I do feel like for some of you, this could be like new love, or you're moving towards new love. There's a phoenix right here on the Wheel of Fortune. The phoenix represents Scorpio, but it also represents like death and rebirth. You have this star card, renewal. So going through major transformation, this is just a crazy ass reading, is what I'm going to say to you, Aries. Next, you have the Truth Be Told card. I feel like the truth is coming out in a situation. I want to see where and what type of situation. And it's going to lead to peace. This could be like some sort of falling out you've had with someone from the past, is what I'm getting intuitively. I feel like you're moving past it. I don't think you're moving towards it. If this is like someone from the past or something like that. But I do feel like you could be making peace, or you could be just kind of accepting an apology here, especially with this Page of Cups. For others, I feel like it's like a choice. Yeah, could be someone coming back from the past here. It's like, do you take it or not? I feel like you're going to make this person prove it if this is someone coming back from the past here, Aries. In this row, you have the Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Hierophant, and the Three of Pentacles. This is definitely a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you with this Knight of Cups. I feel like this could be love, obviously, coming in for you. Could be a water sign, could be any sign, because again, to me, Knight of Cups is just a Knight in Shining Armor. The thing is that in the tarot, all the knights represent fire. Even though this card would represent like a water sign, all knight energy is fire energy. So, and that's popping into my head right now, but I feel like there needs to be action on some sort of dream. Like I said, I feel like really good about this reading. I feel like something's missing. It's like I was talking about the swords earlier, where it's like, man, I'm surprised there's no swords in this reading here. There aren't any wands really in this reading either, except for the Fool. If you want to get real technical and real crazy about the tarot, technically the Fool has a wand over his back, and where the sack is, basically. That sounded so dirty, Aries, but you see that wand right there. So there's no real wand energy here. But I do feel like what's missing here is belief. So I feel like you need to believe that something's possible. But again, you have the Knight of Cups, the Fool, the Hierophant, and Three of Pentacles. Knight of Cups, like I have a dream to go build a business, or you have a dream to start something. And this is saying that, but he's thinking about this river that runs in front of him here, Aries, and he like right down here. And so I feel like for some of you, it's like you're thinking about all the obstacles. How do we overcome obstacles? Well, number one, the Fool here is saying you just need to take a leap of faith. The Hierophant is just saying you just have to learn as you go. And the Three of Pentacles is saying focus on teamwork. If you're like starting a business, getting a job, I feel like teamwork makes the dream work right now, of course. So I feel like there could be a lot of benefits in teamwork. This could also just be you kind of like working together with a person. Like maybe you have some differences with the Hierophant. Hierophant is my card of like different than your usual type. The Hierophant to me can come up in a reading where we meet someone who is just different than what we're used to, or who's just different than our usual type. And I feel like there could be someone who maybe comes from a different background, or is just different than you. And I feel like this is just saying, just work together. Take the risk with the Fool. You'll be fine. Things will go go very well, but just make sure you're working on a team. This is one heck of a reading, Aries. I love this. But Aries, let's see what we have for you with the Lenormand. Between the Empress here and the Chariot, you have the Five of Clubs, card of adventure, literally. So I feel like some of you could be traveling or going on some sort of fruitful adventure here. Yep, Queen of Diamonds here. This card, if you just saw that, wanted to kind of pop out with that Five of Clubs. The Queen of Diamonds is called the Crossroads, and it just says you have a choice to make, whether to start something new or to hang on to the past. And the Chariot also says you have a choice. The Chariot is as above, so below. You know, he has all these stars in his canopy here, and you also have the star right here. And, you know, on the star card, there are 7 little stars and there's 1 big star. And to me, for you, I feel like that is kind of like saying, maybe there are like some things in your life that are okay, things are going well. But I feel like there's just like one big thing that you really want. I feel like that's what you should focus on this week. Could be love, could be business, could be whatever. And I feel like that's what you need to focus on. Chariot is about making it happen. Between the star and the Page of Pentacles, you have the Five of Spades here. Five of Spades to me can represent taking a risk. It is not a real Lenormand card. In this deck, it's called the Maybe Lenormand, and there's some playing cards in it. When I used to read playing cards only, the Five of Spades to me is taking a risk. So again, I feel like you need to strike that match. Like I was saying with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you need to get moving towards something with that card. Definitely wishes. I feel like you're going to be like blown away this week in a lot of ways. Like maybe, especially if you believe that something is possible, like I was saying with like stupid eyelash, right? It's like, I feel like you could be manifesting something this week, like immediately, like love. Like maybe you haven't had love in like 10 years and like all of a sudden you manifest it. So I really feel like it's like this reading boils down to your beliefs, and beliefs are free, so people always like to say to me, they're like, well, they always tell me like, well, I believe this and nothing happened. I'm like, well, I can tell by your attitude that number one, that you didn't really believe it. So, if you really dive into your beliefs and really believe something on a very deep level, and like I always say, beliefs cost nothing. All we have to do is just think about something, right? It's pretty easy. So I feel like you just need to believe something is possible. Wheel of Fortune and Lovers, you have a Seven of Spades here. Like I said, I feel like you could be getting communication and love. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, definitely someone charging into your life here, like a knight in shining armor in love. But the Seven of Spades is called the Letter, and it just represents communication and love. Between the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, you have the Eight of Diamonds. The Eight of Diamonds is called the Key, and it just says you hold the keys necessary to be very, very successful this week. That is also a card that to me represents having or holding the keys necessary to open certain doors in your life. Between the Page of Pentacles here, the Fool, and the Hierophant, you have the Two of Hearts, love, marriage. I feel like some of you are taking a leap of faith in love or marriage, or you will be getting married with the Hierophant. So if this is a new person coming into your life, definitely could be someone that you will be marrying in the future. Between the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Clubs, card of seduction. The Queen of Clubs to me kind of says make sure things are real. Remember what I was saying about this Page of Pentacles. It's like you want someone to prove it, in a lot of ways. I kind of feel both ways about that. To me, I don't think it's fair if we get into a new relationship and we make someone new prove something to us if we're not willing to prove something to them as well. I always get comments from people who are like, because of this last person that hurt me, I'm going to make this new person pay for that. I'm like, well, number one, that's fine if you're also willing to prove it to that person that you're willing to do X, Y, and Z. So, it's got to go both ways, or else you're creating an imbalanced relationship. Or you could just start a new relationship with a new person and just say, they're a new person. They're different than this past person. But I do get like a little bit of investment here, but I would also make sure that you're also investing in a new situation. In your top row outcome, you have the Seven of Diamonds, communication. Like I said, very simply, this whole diagonal right here in the Lenormand and in the Tarot is just saying communication from new love or a knight in shining armor. So definitely communication coming in for you. In your middle row here, you have the Six of Clubs here. This is the only challenging card you have so far. Six of Clubs is called the Cross, and it represents having a cross to bear. How funny is it that I just said, it kind of represents having a cross to bear. So it could say you were hurt in the past, in a past relationship, and it's like now you're making future people pay. So I would say don't make new people pay for the sins of the past, basically. But it is still a good card because it's a card of, it can represent carrying a burden. It can represent having a cross to bear, but it also represents success coming in for you. In your bottom row here, you have the Nine of Clubs here. This is called the Fox, your only other challenging card here. The Fox represents tricky energy. Again, you have the Queen of Clubs in the Fox, which could represent like feeling like someone's trying to seduce you, or wanting to make sure that someone isn't just seducing you, wanting to make sure that something is real, wanting to make sure that something is actually legitimate, basically. Yeah, because you've been hurt in the past. You have the Orphan card. Someone left you out in the cold in the past here. Yeah, it's like you're between two worlds. I feel like you're like stuck between feeling orphaned, but also like all this amazing stuff that's coming in for you here, Aries. So I love to see that. Yeah, maybe some of you, if you're stuck, just need to take a break. But for the most part, I feel like this is one heck of a reading. This is amazing. I feel like there's like amazing stuff coming in for you. If you're looking for a job, by the way, definitely could be communication coming in for you about a job. It could be something from home, because you have the Seven of Spades here, which could represent like working from home, working online. Obviously, we have COVID right now, so some of you could just be spending time working from home, and or you will be getting an offer that is like a work from home offer. I feel like it would be a perfect match for you with this Lovers card. For others, there is like a lot of moving energy here as well. So if you are moving, I feel like there could be a lot of benefits in a move for you with that Chariot card. So that looks really good. You also have this Three of Pentacles. I love the Three of Pentacles. It's card of quality work. You have the Empress, Page of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. A lot of abundance due to quality work. I really feel that a lot of you are standing out hard this week with that Star card as well. So this is one heck of a reading. Love it. Going to be an amazing week for you. So thank you for watching, Aries, and definitely enjoy your week.